Okay, I'm going to give you a short explanation on easing, slow in, slow out, on use it with tweens. Okay, so to start off with, I got just a ball on the stage. I'm just on the ball layer here. Okay, I have another tween we'll get into here in a second, and I just have a keyframe of the ball is on the bottom. I got a keyframe where the ball's on the top on frame 15, and on frame 30 the ball's back down. Right now there's no tweens, so the ball just pops around. But if I just right click and say create classic tween, it's going to turn the ball into a symbol, which is fine. So now I have a very robotic looking animation. Now we solved this with when we did frame by frame by adding keyframes and drawing the ball close together at the beginning for kind of a slow out or slow in, slow out to ease. But Adobe Animate will do that for us. Okay, so the way I need to do that, I got to make sure I'm in the selection tool. I just click anywhere on the tween, go down here to properties, and here it says easing. And if I click on classic ease, I have different ease choices, and I can see a little graph. So right now, it's linear graph, which means it's going to be the same time and distance is the same. Okay, so if I wanted to ease in, you click ease in, I could ease out, I could ease in and out, or I could do a custom. Easing in, if the graph is horizontal, it's going to be slower, and if it's steeper, the object is going to move faster. So if I wanted to kind of stop at the top, I want to ease out. So it's going to start faster and then slow down at the top. And I have different graphs that I could choose from. Like this one, it would go up quickly and just hang there. If I wanted it to bounce, it would do it for me. All right. So some of these are like built in, but for this, I'm gonna probably just do cubic. Double click, and it's gonna give me that. It's gonna make that ease onto just this tween. All right, and if we play it, it comes up slow. Now there's no ease on the second one, so see how robotic it is, but it doesn't look too bad on the way up. And if I wanted to just look at that, just make our life a little bit easier here. Comes up and kind of slows down, like gravity is slowing it down. Okay, so now to apply ease to the next tween, same thing. I just click anywhere on this tween span, class ease, and on this one I'm going to ease opposite. Okay, I'm going to do ease in, cubic, and then this would match. That looks a lot more normal. See how quickly I was able to do that. Just adding eases and makes things look a lot more realistic. Now I can go in and I can click on this cubic ease. If I click this little edit symbol, I could edit this graph. Click here, you got little control points that you could then, if I wanted it to do something really funky, you can mess around with this. So if I apply this, let's see, there's a, see how it stops midway. So you can play around with those quite a bit, but that you need to do eases. Now, let me hide this ball, and what happens for your space scene is, I said you need to ease a couple different properties. So for this little dude who's just jumping up, he is going from this keyframe up here, he's at the top, so that's a position property, and he's also rotating 180 degrees upside down. So there's two different properties at play here. There's rotation and there's position. Then he does the same thing back. So what I can do in Adobe Animate is ease those properties separately, because right now it looks kind of weird. So again, I just click in the tween span, and now instead of right here where it says properties together, I click and I say properties separately. And now I could apply separate eases to position, rotation, scale, color, filters, rotations, you name it, okay? So in this case, position, I'm going to ease them out, so it kind of hovers up there, and I'll go cubic. And then for the, and you can see what that's going to look like. Here, kind of, again, it comes up and slows, it goes up fast and slows down, but you see how he's rotating? I want him to rotate right at the end. Okay, so I can go here to the rotation and I can give him an ease out and I could make it where he's out here. So now if you look at this, he kind of rotates quickly and kind of stays put. All right, and now I can go to the next tween. So you have to apply these per tween. I want to properties separately, and I'm going to ease out. Nope, sorry, that was the wrong one. I want to ease in that one. Ease. What am I doing here? I want to this. There we go. Okay, so that's going to match. And now for the rotation. Oh, sorry. I want to go to rotation here, and I'm going to ease in and apply this. Okay, so now you can get a completely different effect. Kind of goes upside down, and you could play around with those graphs and make your animation look a lot more realistic and custom. So that's your job, is you need to have your spaceship, and when you apply eases, it has to change position, change directions at least once, and you need to apply at least 2 separate properties of easing in your animation.